it's Mambo Sandy, and I haven't did a video in a while, so here I am. And this is kind of like a part 2 about Erzulie Freda, and I might segue into some other subjects, but I just want to address something. First, I'd like to thank everybody who watch my videos, who left comments and critiques. I thank you, and I thank you for sharing different things about your own religions, or just sharing with me. I thank you for that. Okay. The reason why I'm doing a part 2 is because one of the comments, it went in to say to focus on the positive about Erzulie Freda. Okay. I'm giving you something that others don't know. I'm going to say newbies or neophytes don't know about Erzulie Freda. And that's dangerous because there's so much great put about her online. And I feel like there's two sides to every coin, and I want to help those people that might have Freda in their court, that they don't understand why they get depressed. They don't understand why in their life women just can't stand them, or why they don't get along with women, or all these things. Those things are not really talked about, and those things could drive a person crazy because they have to interact with females all the time. It may be at their job, it might be family members, and they don't understand why they even have an aversion to women so serious. Okay? They may not understand that they go through depressed moods because maybe Freda is trying to get their attention about something. It happened to me in the beginning, and I love my godfather because my godfather's like this. He'll help you, but then the training wheels have to come off, and you got to figure it out. And that's what I love about my Papa Hector. Okay? And I had to learn. He helped me, but I had to learn that those times that I get depressed and I just don't want to get out the bed, or I feel like whatever, that means that she's trying to show me something. Now, that may be different for everybody. Okay? But the point I'm trying to make is that Freda has other aspects to her that people don't understand. Okay? And I'm not going to sit here and tease you with information and say things like, well, I know this about her, but that's for me to know. No, I'm going to share with you. I'm going to share with you what I can share with you. Okay? Without getting myself in trouble with my loa or my house. Because there's so much false information put out there about Erzulie Freda. I mean, because if you leave it to some people, they'll tell you that her and Dantor get along great. Put them on the same altar. And they'll tell you that she likes certain women. No. Let me explain to you. Okay? It's very few. Even her own children, female children, she will give them the, okay? Now, if she likes you, she likes you. If you're blessed to have her as, like, I'm going to say, not just in your court, but you have her as she's your everything, good for you. But be very careful, because like I said before, she's very demanding. Okay? I'm going to share this real quick. There was a man, my godfather told me this story, so I'm going to share it with you. There was a man who met this woman, and he liked her and she liked him. But what he did not know is that Freda loved him more. And basically, she made it hell for these two. What happened was that they went and finally got a consultation. They looked and looked and looked around. They got a real consultation. And what happened, the person, the Hugan or Mambo, I forget, basically said, you're going to have to do a party for Freda every so many years, or every so often. I forgot exactly, but let's just say every so often, so she doesn't cause problems between you two. Right? Well, needless to say, it worked for a while, but as humans do, they get lazy and they forgot. Or she just got tired of dealing with that. Do you see what I'm saying? Freda can be around and you don't know. And she doesn't like to share, because guess what? Everybody's in Farai's face all the time. All of the time. All of the time. All of the time. And some may say, well, Mambo Sandy, you know, I hear that she's the mistress of Agwe. Because Agwe's wife is La Siren. Dambala's wife is Ayeda Vodou. Farai's wife is Erzulie Freda. So she is the mistress of the others. This is how I was taught. Okay? Some people may say those are her husbands because she wears 3 rings. You can say that too. But her main husband is Ogu Farai. So, that being said, just imagine Ogu Farai is very popular. Why is he popular? Because he's handsome, because he's strong, because he gets stuff done, and everybody wants a piece of Ogu. So can you imagine being a woman and every time you turn around, there is somebody in his face? I'm just using this so you can understand how she is, you know, dealing the female emotion. Okay? So, no, she don't like women like that because they're her competition. Think about, if you're a woman and you're listening to this, me personally, I have learned to just say, you know what? Men, I'm going to segue a little bit. Men are going to do what men are going to do. And women are going to do what women are going to do. So, that being said, I got off of the bus of being jealous of other women. And I have to learn, if I feel that emotion, I know where it's coming from. This is what I'm saying. Because she can make you or make women despise you. And you despise them. I mean, you just can't stand being around them. Okay? There's plenty of videos that Hoogans and Mambos have put online at parties. If you Google Erzulie Freda, you can see some of the parties, and you can see how she looks at the women, and you can see how she looks at the men. Women, men. She may tolerate them, you know, doing whatever to a point, and she might like one here or there who I really feel might be her children, or maybe just something about them she like. But see, the thing is with Freda know when people like many other spirits, but Freda know that women can be very sneaky. How many times have you heard stories about my best friend slept with my man or all these other things? She don't trust women. Why? Because we live in a world, I told you it's going to segue a little bit and I'm going to get back. Because we live in a world where it's still controlled by men. Men still have a lot of power. It's starting to change a little bit, but every woman wants to be taken care of. Every woman wants to be spoiled. And I don't care who you are, and you can lie and say you want to be independent, and you may be independent. But at the end of the day, let the woman come in your man's face. Let's see how you get then. So no, she doesn't trust women at all. Nor does she like them too much. Certain ones she likes. Once again, I want to clarify. So getting back to Erzulie Freda. I said this in the earlier video about, you know, the other aspects of her, because I feel like it's pertinent that people understand the other aspects and not just go for all the fluff that's put up about her. Okay? Because I don't want someone to go through a depression that they might not cannot get out of. I don't want someone that does not understand that they need to pray, or that they need to connect with her in a different way. Because if you don't have a good godparent, there's just certain spirits you need to leave alone. As my godfather says, the Loa are the law of the universe. They're the laws. Loa. Okay? And, you know, sometimes if you're driving on the highway, the cop might stop you. And he might just let you go. Sometimes you might get a ticket. Certain Loa might just, if you do something wrong, they might be like, oh, they didn't know, and look past it. But then you got some that's going to give you a ticket. And you don't know how that ticket, how much that ticket's going to be. Some might haul your butt off the jet. You never know. So, you know, it's like Freda is one of those spirits that's wonderful. But in the same token, you have to know how to serve her very carefully. You have to know how to deal with her energy. You have to be able to understand, okay, you know what, I'm feeling this because of this. This is her trying to get my attention. So that was a little bit more about why I made the video that I did about Erzulie Freda. Because I've walked, I'm going to say, with she. Meaning her being in my life as much as she is. And I can tell you, sweetie, it's been, luckily for my godfather, he's helped me. But like he always says, I'm your godfather, not a babysitter. Anyway, thank you again for watching my videos. If you have some more questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. And have a great day. Bye-bye.